there, welcome back to my channel. I am so glad that you are here, and this video here is going to serve as the last video upload for today. But never fret, we've got quite a story on this one, quite a doozy if I do say so myself. When I saw this article, I felt, wow, what fresh hell is this? Now we're looking at jailing people. Well, we'll see exactly what is being really shared about or what's being reportedly shared about in this sharing. But I tell you what, I just need Iman to let Teyana, just let her be great. Let's just move forward. Let's just move on. And that's me saying this without even knowing exactly what he's going to reference in this situation or what's being reported that he is referencing in this situation. So let's go ahead and get into this sharing. All right, so this is actually being brought to us by hiphopdx.com. So let's see what hiphopdx.com has got to share with us. It says, Iman Shumpert is looking for ex-wife Teyana Taylor to face extreme consequences for what he alleges is breaching their divorce agreement. Now, according to In Touch, the former NBA star filed a motion for contempt on Monday, May 5th, accusing Taylor of talking about their split, which was listed as a prohibited for both parties in their deal. Really? He wrote that on March 12, Teyana willfully and contemptuously exposed and broadcast specific provisions of the final judgment decree of divorce and related provisions, recklessly disregarding the financial circumstances, privacy, safety, and security of the parties and their minor children. Now, Shumpert alleges he suffered loss of income and damage to his personal and professional reputation because of this, adding the precise amount to be more particularly stated and proven at the trial of this matter. He also claims that Teyana willfully obstructed and interfered with his right to pick up their kids on April 17th and that she has been speaking poorly of him in front of them. He's asking the court to find her in civil and criminal contempt and demanding she be fined $1,000 and imprisoned for up to 20 days. This filing comes months after a similar one from Teyana, who accused Shumpert of leaking details of their divorce agreement to the press back in March. It is also implied that Shumpert leaked the documents shortly after Taylor shared photos of herself with actor Aaron Pierre. I feel a picture coming about. And that she suffered harassment online as a result of reports about their divorce. Imagine that, being harassed about your divorce with somebody else. She then requested the same repercussions for the court to find him in civil and criminal contempt and demanding he be fined $1,000 and imprisoned for up to 20 days. Oh, so we're tit for tatting right here. Oh, the judge is going to love this if it gets to that point. However, she later spoke out and said she had absolutely no desire or intent to have him jailed. There you have it. Now, Taylor initially filed for divorce in January 2023 after 7 years of marriage, long before the former couple announced their separation that September. Now, in the divorce filing, the ex-Good Music signee also asked for primary custody of their two children and accused Shumpert of treating her cruelly and displaying extreme narcissistic behavior throughout the majority of their marriage. So I would love to know your thoughts about this. Now, it does seem like a little bit of everything, right? A little bit of mix of everything, which all equates to a recipe for a divorce that is what? Acrimonious, as most of them are. And it's unfortunate because there are young children, and it does prohibit the individuals from moving on to more pleasant and toxic-free relationships. And so we'll see how this all shapes up. I most certainly am going to be keeping my eye on this for any updates, and we'll most certainly share those with you because I just find this whole thing so unbelievable. So yeah, whether this makes it to trial or not, I definitely feel the tit for tat, the balancing ball back and forth. Hey, if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. Maybe a little sprinkle of jealousy on top of that potentially. I don't know. All things alleged. And yeah, I guess we'll just have to see how all this shapes up. If he's going to move forward with this situation, or if it's just a lot of blustering about nothing, or if it's just to put you on notice that this is the kind of power that I have, as you may wield some power here as well. And we'll just have to see. But none of this can be good for the girls at this point. Can't we just get to the point of just picking them up and dropping them off and doing that. Maybe a third party might have to be involved in that process. It's unfortunate when that happens, but if it keeps the peace, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And of course, let's just stop talking about each other, But I guess, as all would say, sometimes things are easier said than done. But I always love any pathway that gets us to peace and tranquility. Because at the end of the day, there's so much going on in the world today, and we just have so many other things to be concerned with. I think that when it comes to the pettiness of divorce situations, now, whether this is considered petty or not to them, obviously that's all relative, right? What one person may think is a little bit obnoxious, another person may say, no, that's a pretty serious situation. And then they all can say, look, if it's put in the writing, this is the contract, anything in the four corners of this piece of paper here, that being the contract, you must be abiding to. And here the consequences are also laid out as well. So I'm definitely interested to see how this all goes, at least with Teyana's situation. It is alleged anyways that she at least said, hey, look, I don't really want to see him jailed, which is really great. I'm glad that was out there. But I haven't heard anything of a sense of walking back that statement from Iman as of yet. But I'm definitely going to keep it up and, find out if I see anything. I definitely will be able to share that with you. But yeah, let's just keep them all in prayer, and hopefully this will come to some quick resolve, and they can move forward into more peaceful pastures. If that is at all possible, which I do hope that it is. That girls are so beautiful and too young, and there's a lot of togetherness that is going to be taking place just through them, and so hopefully they can come to some place of healing, dare I say, but definitely some place of understanding that we can, get past this hump and hurdle, and let's move on with partners who make us more happier. Yeah. So with that being said, I think that'll about do it for this video. Definitely would love to know your thoughts. So definitely leave us respectfully down in the comment section. And definitely, I will be dropping some more videos tomorrow. So make sure you have your notification bells on, because I will certainly would love to know your thoughts on those videos. And of course, as this is being the last one for today, I do have two other videos that I dropped earlier in the day. And I've had plenty of videos that have been dropping over the last few days. So if you haven't had an opportunity, here's a good option to binging. Hopefully get yourself caught up with them stories. Let me know what's going on, your thoughts on those as well. If you're interested, I would so appreciate it, of course. And yeah, definitely, if you are new here, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, be part of the family, because I would so love to have you. I would really appreciate you being here, and I thank you for sitting and taking a little bit of time with me today. And of course, for those who are already part of the family, you know what it is. I thank you so much for your continued viewing and listening support. And with that, I'm going to bid you adieu. You take care, be safe, stay blessed, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.